Hey everybody, this is Blair Anderson with another episode of Tips from the Anderson team. I have with me today Ben Harper with SAU Insurance here in Myrtle Beach, and now that it's coming up on hurricane season and we have a few tropical waves out there, I thought it would be a good idea to ask Ben, an expert in the insurance industry, what happens with coverage for our buyers to bind coverage. When can they bind, not bind, to prevent missing closings? So Ben, with that, tell me a little bit about what happens when we have storms out in the Atlantic.
The majority of companies we write with will restrict binding authority if we're under some type of tropical storm or hurricane warning anywhere along the South Carolina coast. But in the event of getting a loan closed, typically we're 2 or 3 weeks in advance getting those bound before your closing date. So if we were to get the policy bound and then a storm approaches, then your coverage would remain in place and shouldn't affect the closing.
So I guess, you know, what our buyers need to really do, and our borrowers, is go ahead and choose an agent as quickly as possible and bind the coverage for the closing date.
Correct. And we can always move a closing date. If your closing changes by 2 or 3 days, as long as that coverage is in force, we can always push a date forward, even if there's a storm out there, as long as that coverage is active.
It won't affect anything.
Correct.
Okay, great. So again, I think today's takeaway needs to be, go ahead and shop your insurance, give Ben a call, bind your coverage to ensure that we don't miss a closing and we can keep our buyers and borrowers very happy in closing. So Ben, if you want to give them your information, your phone number that they can give you a call.
Sure, the office is 843-903-0202 and just ask for Ben Harper.
Great. Another tip from the Anderson team. Have a great day.